What is up, guys and gals and guys? Space Unicorn here bringing you some hot frag action. Today, guys, we're playing frag on the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to be ranking all of the wild card characters in Frag Pro Shooter, so you know which ones you really want in your lineup. There is a couple that are really strong and a couple very good ones in this particular rank, so I'm going to rank them out for you with this awesome tier list. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want another one like this. We'll rank the other classifications of cards for Frag Pro Shooter. Thank you and enjoy. Dr. Crow. This is a very solid card in Frag. He has good splash damage, good burn off, does good damage on direct hits, and he can heal himself and the entire team almost infinitely if you have half the ability to strafe in the game and avoid enemy projectiles. Excellent and easy A tier. The only reason he's not S tier is because there's a couple cards that are extremely broken right now. I know nerfs are coming, and it's something we'll cover whenever they come, but for now, he is going to be A tier. Blot. Blot is an interesting character. Honestly, he's a lot weaker than he used to be in Frag, and for that reason, I gotta put him at C tier. Now, there is a buff coming for him. I don't know exactly when that buff is gonna be, because these the Switch updates kind of follow the mobile updates in a way, which is how I know which characters are coming and which ones are not coming as far as buffs and nerfs go. But for now, he is gonna be C tier. He will be getting bumped up here eventually. Our next card is BiBi. This card's in a really good place as far as the balance of the game goes. He's not too strong, he's not too weak. His ability is useful, the ability to heal the team for a short amount of time, and he does do pretty good damage. He's a B tier, he's lower than Dr. Crow, but still a good card if you want to build a lineup that sustains itself. Jager. Jager is death in this game right now. He's one of the top 2 strongest cards in the game. He is going to get a substantial nerf coming up, so all you Jager mains out there, he's not going to be S tier for long, but for in this current version of the game, he is 100% a top 2 card overall for the Nintendo Switch Frag Pro Shooter. Katrina. This card is slept on by a lot of people. It is a very strong card when played correctly, and honestly, it's an easy A tier for the tower damage this character does alone and the tiny hitbox with high movement speed. She can survive a lot and navigate around enemy AI and enemy opponents relatively easily. So for that, Katrina is going to be an A tier. Next up, we have Nautica. Nautica is not in a good place in the game currently. She does have a fun ability where the whale comes out and munches whoever you have most recently hit, but she doesn't do enough damage. Her movement rate isn't high enough to really put her anything above C tier. She is still a C tier though, and not a D tier, so that's my rank for Nautica. Fragman is our next character. This is the most B-rank character ever. The ultimate's really good. The primary fire is okay. Honestly, very easy B rank for this character. Not much else to say about it. Valkia. Whenever she gets her next update, she is going to bump up to a B tier for me. But for now, I have to put her at C tier. The primary fire just doesn't do enough damage. The ultimate's cool and all, but tracking is tricky. So for now, C tier. But when the update comes, she will be going up to B tier. Mr. Doe, this card, they never really found a niche for this card, and it shows on the Switch as well as on the mobile. This is a C tier card. He does do okay tower damage, and he can be sneaky against AI, but you're really not going to fool too many people who are actually playing defense with this particular card. Wolfenson. This is a unique card. People don't really understand how the mechanics work for this card, which is what hurts him so much. I'm going to put him in C tier. A really good Wolfenson is going to get him into B tier relatively easily. It's just one of the mechanical issues with this card and how the damage is issued out. Once you learn how to understand that, though, you can make plays with this card. Mr. Tiger. This is the C tier card. I love the design of this card, but unfortunately, the way the damage is issued out and the amount of damage you do, along with the ultimate being really tricky to use consistently, it's an easy C tier card for this one. He does okay damage when you hit the headshots, but most people aren't consistent enough with them. Arkin. Arkin is a very good card, and if Jager was not so broken in this current version of Frag that is on the Switch, he would be an S tier. If I have to put him at A tier, because realistically none of these cards are on the level that Jager is currently on. Thankfully that nerf is coming though, and Arkin, whenever that happens, will be going up a tier. Buck. This is a weird card. People don't really play this card very much, but he is a B tier, and he does pose issues for AI defense a lot of the times. I think this card can be played well, but I think he's still a C tier because of the lack of consistency with the projectile. I want to put him at B, but he's just not there. Cybergirl, this is an easy D tier card. Unfortunately, the damage isn't good enough, health pool's not big enough, character's not fast enough, she stands still whenever she's shooting. There's very little good you can say about this card other than it can get back to a quick defense, but you die pretty much instantly because you can't dish out damage effectively. So D tier. Cybercop, this is a card that is slept on by a lot of people. He is really annoying for enemy AI to face, but not very strong against real players, so I have to give him a simple C tier on this one. I wish his primary fire was different. If it was, this card would be a lot better than it currently is. Desperados, this is an easy B tier. He does have a buff that is coming, but his projectile damage is sufficient, and the stun from the lasso can cause issues for opponents when timed correctly. He is a B tier card. Hades, this card used to be super strong on the mobile, but it never really had the same fruits or successes as it did on mobile on Switch. It is still a B tier card, and it can be really pesky for AI and for real players if the ultimates are timed correctly. Striker, do not sleep on Striker, guys. This is an A tier card. You have to be playing very low aim assist to get the most out of this card, but if you do that, he is very fast, does pretty good damage, and the ultimate ability is a game changer. It allows you to select individual cards your opponent has and basically keep them out of play at all times, but you have to know how to play them. Sunny. Sunny is super annoying for every card in the game because of his ultimate ability, and his primary fire does very consistent damage. This is an easy A tier card. He is better than everything below him and is better than a lot of the cards that I would have above him on this ranking list as well. Easy A tier for Sunny. Takeshi, this is an easy A tier as well. The ultimate ability is really good. The primary fire, while a little weird, does do good damage, and he has a very large health pool, making him very tough to deal with. And if you get stuck in his ultimate ability, with the exception of Jaeger, 9 times out of 10 you will lose that engagement. Next up, we have Quarterback. This is a D tier character in my opinion. I love this card, and he does get a crazy buff that's going on right now on the mobile, but he does not have that on the Switch, and it's going to be a while till he gets it. So easy D tier. Now, if you guys enjoyed this ranking system and you guys want to see more, make sure you like, comment, and share this video, as it gets it out to more people and drives me to make more content for you guys. We have another tournament match coming up this Friday, which I will be casting for you as well. Can't wait to see you guys there for that. Next up, we'll probably do the defensive cards because there is a couple outliers in that category as well. Enjoy the rest of this match, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you Legends next time. Bye-bye.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling them wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah.